Hey you guys, I just realized that one of my cups fell off the table. Probably a squirrel or something. Welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin and I garden in East Central Florida. We have a lot of new people joining the channel, so I like to tell you where I'm at. I'm in 10A, formerly known as Zone 10B. And so today we're gonna have maybe like three things I'm trying to do, but two things have to do. One of the things has to do with seeds. So, but some of them are gonna go in a tray, and then we're having the most amazing week in the middle of winter. We're having high 70s. Today I think is even going to 80 degrees. Crazy. But the nights are really nice and low in the mid 50s. That is perfect for germinating a lot of things, because the high temps get your peppers and tomatoes popping out. And then you have the cooler temps, which your squashes and your cucumbers and stuff like that are gonna love too. So, and then you got like your beans and your beets and your other things in the middle, even your broccoli. It's the happy zone for like all plants, okay? So I found a few things I would like to get sown today. By the way, my tomatoes are starting to pop up slowly but surely. The peppers are still resisting a little bit. They love that heat, and they're not quite, I mean, they'll get it today and tomorrow, but they need to pop up soon. Can you hear me? So anyhow, today I'm gonna do, somebody's got a construction project going on. A chili pepper seeds from Publix, you know, I don't know what variety. Also a yellow bell, I think that was from Aldi's. Sunburst squash, love these. Oh my goodness. I think it's still producing. We'll go over there after a while. Still putting on flowers anyhow. Zephyr squash and a lily Crenshaw melon. And yes, I have no idea where it's going. I think it's going to go in a container. So I don't need very many of these. So we're just going to kind of real quickly. I need to make labels. Hold tight. I got my new marker in the mail, so I had to redo all the tomato labels really fast because it was already fading, and I got to do the peppers soon. Also, they're starting to fade. Like I said, we're not gonna like do anything super cray-cray. I am leaving space between these melons because they tend to put up leaves that are really big, and so they usually block the light from the smaller seedlings. So anyhow, over there, okay. I'm only gonna do 4 cells, tray cells worth of chilies, but I'll probably double them up because I don't know if these seeds will germinate or not. So I want a lot of opportunities to potentially. So seeds are opportunities. Yellow peppers. These are bell peppers. Oh, where'd you go? I'll cover them all after I'm done. Now the lily Crenshaw melon, this actually does grow real well early spring when we're low humidity, but I'm only going to put 1 seed per tray there. And yes, I am going to fill up a whole row of 9. Just, you know, I'll put a few in a bucket and we'll see, maybe I'll put them somewhere else where they can travel on the ground. I don't know. I haven't got a game plan. The Zephyr squash are yellow on one side, green on the other, but sometimes temperature plays with that colors and it'll make them like a striation, a stripy. So that's pretty cool. Love these too. And I love the Benning's green tint. And the sunburst. Whoop. I pulled that out. This is, I lovingly call it the murder weapon. We found it out in the lot when we were clearing it. And it helps me go between the cell trays and pop those seedlings out. So we just always keep it up here on the table for sowing season, transplanting season. It went under, went right through the hole. So did this yellow one. I hope those work because I don't have any yellow, yellow bell peppers that I know of in the works. Okay, let me go get some soil. I've done what I suspected was this Lily Crenshaw 2 other times. A friend gave me a piece of the fruit and I was like, this is delicious. And Lori, if you're watching, hello. And so anyhow, I actually found proper seeds. So now I'm dealing with fresh seeds versus just a saved seed out of a melon itself, which did work. But anyhow, it's nice to know I have a source to buy it. And yes, I'm not doing vermiculite on these because just watch and see, those melons will pop out of there just fine. They don't need any sort of special vermiculite. I expect the squashes and melons to probably be up within 3 days. So I guess I better have a game plan pretty soon on where I'm putting things. Okay, now we're gonna go to, where are we going? We're gonna go over to House Garden. You know, it just hit me. I never told you the second thing that we're doing. Oh my gosh, there's dust all over you. Okay, so before, where to re-begin? First of all, get some lighting, that's better. So we're gonna do cucumbers. Yes, I've like never done cucumbers in January, but I'm gonna push the limits because of this really nice spring. Early spring in the middle, no, at the end of January. We're at the end. Today's the 30th. So I'm going to put the cucumbers right back where they were since I know they loved it here in the fall. Which is another reason why I bought the blood meal, the bone meal, and the earthworm castings, because I knew I didn't want to rip all this up and, you know, go get the mushroom compost or any other kind of compost. I just want to amend real quickly and get the cucumbers in the ground. Here, let's just do it together. I'm going to pull back the soil. Pull any weeds. Throw a handful, kind of mix it in there so it's just in there. Do it again. Okay, pull back some. Throw a little bit of my concoction in there. And so down here we're going to do the Max Pack cucumbers. In the middle we're going to do the little munching bait alpha cucumbers. Those are the ones for the grandbabies. And then instead of doing the Market More or the marketer cucumbers for the slicers, down on the end we're going to try these new ones called the South Wind Slicer. Is that more focused? This is the new one that came from Seed the Stars in Central Florida. So I'm real curious to see how this is going to handle our heat. Supposedly much better. So that's pretty cool. And we're right in the perfect temps for germinating. They should be popped up within a week, and we should be eating cucumbers in about 2 months, give or take some. I'm looking forward to that. I'm putting 2 per hole, and I'm burying them about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, which is really just nothing more or less than, hold on, there's some grass in there. Nothing more or less than just like throwing a couple in. Oop, that was 3. Take your fingers, kind of lightly, you know, like scoop some dirt over and then tap it down. I do it again and again. Rinse and repeat. I'll give 3 per hole. Maybe we'll do that. All right. There was a little rock in there. And then, of course, it's got all the nutrition in the hole. Oh man, I hope we have a lot of success with this. I love trying new seed, especially ones that were developed right here in Florida. Okay. I don't know if Southwind originated somewhere else, but for sure these seeds have been acclimated to Florida heat. These are going to be about 1 foot apart. Break up that dirt. Oh, another. Oh, that's a seed. I think the squirrels are coming in and putting acorns in here. I think we're going to have about a good 10 feet worth of these cucumbers in here. And then we're going to switch now to the mini-me's. I'm only going to have 6 holes of this variety. So, and I have a little bit less seeds. So I'm only putting 2 in. These honestly I don't need that many of them. This is just literally for children entertainment purposes. And really my grandgirls have grown up on both sides. Both sets of grandparents are gardeners and homesteaders, especially the other set of grandparents. Wow, they have the sheep and everything, chickens, turkeys. So these girls are already getting used to, you know, cutting vegetables safely with their little kid knives, and they know how to pack a jar. They know all sorts of good things. They're smart. They learn so quickly. If we have an excess of any of these little mini-me's, we can also use these for canning as well. So that's them. All of my cucumbers are watered in, and just going to show you a little update on my bunching onions. I was weeding in here and realized that I was pulling something, and then I got to thinking, wait, some of it, I think that's stevia, and I think this might be my salvia. I got to take a picture with my plant up, see if that's right. But I have stevia here, stevia here. I had a bunch of stevia that I put into the pot here that had the last year's stevia, and I think all that is stevia. So that would be good. This is I guess it'll be coming up on third season. So I had an original season, then last year it self-seeded and came up. And now this is the second self-seeding year, or the third year altogether, that I will be growing stevia. And I've been just like harvesting leaves and stuff like that and having no problem. I think really, instead of being here, it should be up in my medicinal. But it is loving the full sun in Florida, regardless of our temps or hurricanes or the cold. I didn't cover it during the cold. That's been great. I didn't mean to keep it like a cliffhanger. I forgot again to tell you what we're doing. So I have all these little mums, marigolds. Nope, these are Sisson spinach. These are going somewhere else. all of these and maybe some of the borage, or though I can wait on those, but these definitely need to get out. And they're going over here to Smoothie Garden. We just cleared out Smoothie Garden, a few days ago. The only problem is that my battery is almost out on this, so I'm gonna have to go in and charge this one, grab a fresh battery, and then we'll be back in a little bit just to throw those few plants in here, and then they can start growing during this warm weather as well. First, I'll be putting in the painted daisy mums, and I'm giving them about a 1 foot to 15-inch spacing on them. They should grow between 2 and 3 feet tall, and they're described as being a riot of color because they don't come out all the same. Some of them have a little bit more of, you know, red or pink or dark or white. So that's pretty cool about them. They'll be very unique, very cottage-like, almost like having wildflowers right in your yard. So I made 6 holes right here. Gonna put a little bit of my secret formula, not so secret, right there. Then we're gonna break these apart and pop them in. So there we go. Not gonna be hard at all. This whole bed will come alive and look so beautiful. I love the description, a riot of color. I think that's fantastic. Some of these are coming out in doubles. That's okay with me. I don't want to, you know, freak out the roots too much. So there you go. This looks great. And then I'll just keep going with these. I'm going to put some over on this side as well. And some over in this area. And then I'll put the white swan marigolds in the back because those are closer to a 3 foot tall plant. All right, here it is. This is Smoothie Garden and it's planted up. And I'm gonna try my best to hold this camera real still and then pop up pictures where things are. So we have the bay laurel, no picture needed, but then right underneath it, we're gonna have that tropical sage, more tropical sage here. Blue iris is here. We've got what I think are the apple blossom geraniums. We've got the 4 marigold, white swan marigolds there. I did off camera just a couple of the First Lady snapdragons. They're really itty bitty in there. That is a painted daisy mom, chrysanthemum. Here's another bunch of chrysanthemums right in here. And right behind them are some borage. And in the far side over here is some more. I think there was like 4 or 5 more of the painted daisy chrysanthemums there. So here you go. This is pretty much it before and afterwards. So hopefully we'll see these blooms coming on pretty soon. I am going to mulch this over time. I did want to show you this. Look, there are blooms coming. Do you see that? Little blooms are coming right there in the center of those. So it was really important for me to get these into the ground. Here's the snapdragons right there, and right over there. And I'll have to be super duper careful when mulching this area. But I think that'll set off the green and then eventually the blooms and color to come. And we will have a riot of color in this area. And we're gonna have a lot. The blues, the reds, the whites, the pinks, No yellows, because like years past I've done sunflowers. I don't have any sunflowers in here. In fact, I don't have any sunflowers started. I should do that for summer. So, and maybe up front garden, because I need to weed it, but I do need to get some flowers going for up there, since I've used all of my flowers officially off the table. That's a little victory win for me. So you guys, with that said, take care. God bless. You guys know your zone, so you know if you can start all these seeds and direct sowing and trays and transplanting like I have. So anyhow, let's start it again. Take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.